year's classes. We will take that part later on in a detail, but please make sure that you will go through your syllabus first. You will be able to understand the pattern of paper from there also. Okay, so it is very easy. Don't go for long and lengthy answer. It is just one liner, but it is conceptual. Don't think that we will read only the back exercises, answers and questions. It's nothing like that. It's from your chapter in between, and you have to read the chapter for that, no other option. So here we go. Today we are going to take up, we have done with your literature, we have done with your grammar, but today we are going to take up with your writing skills, which are another aspect of your question paper. You are having 3 sets of your A, B, C, D, 4 sets in your question paper, 4 sections in your question paper: literature, writing skills, grammar, okay, and comprehensions. So for everything else we have done, now we have to do writing skills. And in that writing skills, there come a lot of writing skills like your paragraph writings, your letter writings, message writings, essay writings, report writings, article writings. So today we are going to deal with your message writing. Message, very common nowadays. You are using your WhatsApp, you are using your messengers, you are going to type messages like this. If you have to send a message to your friend, she is apart from you, you can text from your phone and you will send. You can send emails either, you can send you can use any messenger. But suppose if somebody called you, if somebody called at your landline number and there is a message for your father or mother and they are out of the house for some reason, so how you will convey that message to your parents? If you are physically present when they come back, you can tell them orally that Papa or Mama so and so has called and give this message to you. Okay, but suppose if your parents are out and you got a call and you have to leave a message because you are having your coaching class. Suppose, okay, you are having your coaching class and you have to leave. And you know that the message is also very important to be conveyed to your parents. Then in that case, what will you do? You cannot miss your classes and you cannot miss the message either. So what you can do, you can write it on a piece of a paper and place it on a table or whatever. Some people have a refrigerator's wall, no? Refrigerator के ऊपर sticky notes पर लिखकर लगा देते हैं. To do list, what to do, messages and all. Everybody is having different ways to convey message. Messages are basically 2 types: oral and written. Oral message we can give in our presence. Suppose I have given you example, you have to convey your message. You have received a call and you have to convey it to your mom, and you are there and you straight away go there and tell her that mom, auntie called and she gave this message, or papa called or he gave this message for you. I received that call. Because you are physically present, that then in that case you no need to write. There is no need to have a written message in that case. But suppose your mom is out of the house and you too have to go out of the house for some reason, and message is very important and you have to leave a message for her. How will you leave? Then you cannot tell her orally. You will leave a written message. You will leave a written message. So what is a message? A message is a short piece of information that is written for someone to whom you are able A message is a short piece of an information that is written for someone to whom you are unable to speak for some reason. Sometimes a message is passed on through a telephone. A message can also be written based on some written inputs instead of telephonic conversation. So here I have explained the definition earlier, then I introduced you with the definition so that you will be acquainted. Now the example, when your mom leaves a message for you to read in her absence after you come back from school. Suppose your mother is working and she came back home after you coming back to school, no? So what she did, she just write a simple message for you and leave it on a table that I have cooked that thing and your food is there, or your clothes are there, your books are there, or you have to do complete some certain task before this time. So she will write and she will leave. When you come back from school, you will definitely get that message and you will work according to that. So that is a written message, but messages can be oral also. But as far as your exam is concerned, we have to deal with the written message. Now, what is the proper format of a message? How we are going to write a message? It should not be written in a haphazard manner. That idea should be properly cleared. The message is not too long or too short. It should be a balanced thing, and there is a proper format of a message. Suppose somebody called and they tell your father that he is having a meeting at 12 o'clock on 16th May 2020. Okay, fine. Now you have to write a message that Papa, you are having a meeting on 16th May 2020 at 12 o'clock. So if you only write this, Papa, you are having a meeting, but when? And no date is provided, no place is provided, so the idea is not clear. Your message is not clear. So in that case, your writing of a message is completely a failure. But here we are having a proper format. Heading, first of all, you have to write a heading. Message writing begins by writing the word message. MESSAGE. Here they have written like this, but in exam, you have to write in capital. Message. In bold and capitals. Bold and capitals, like I have written this. Here I'm going to do it bold. Okay. It is written in the middle of the line. You have to write it in the middle of the line. This is done in order to catch the attention. Okay. You have to write it in a bold letter so that it will catch attention. Oh, okay. Once I saw a piece of a paper, I will clearly read it that, okay, I'm having a message for me. Then the date. Date is written on the left hand side or on the left hand side of the page. It is written in expanded form, like 11/12/2020 essay. Pura. You cannot write only day, like Thursday, or you cannot write only 12th of May. Which 12th of May? 2020, 2021. You cannot know this thing, no? So you have to write an elaborated date, complete date, then the time. Time can be written both on the left and the right side. Remember, date you have to written only on the left side, and time you can written from left to right. It's your choice. However, it is preferable for you to mention it on the right side in the order to show a wise usage of space. Yes, to show a wise usage of a space. Suppose you have written a date on a left side and you have to write, and you will write a time on the right side on the same line. In that case, you will save one line from your message box. Then the salutation. Before writing the main content, body of the message, it is important to address the reader. It helps in avoiding ambiguity and appears to be polite, like dear Papa or dear Sir or dear Mom. You have to write it like this. Then comes the body. It is the main content of the message. Mark my words here. I'm going to underline these words, that It is the main content of the message. It is the main content of the message. Here, it is the main content of the message, that is known as body. That is known as body. It helps in avoiding ambiguity. Salutations. Now, body is the main content of the message, wherein you provide all the information that needs to be conveyed to the person you are unable to contact. It is important to stick only to the vital information. Now, here is the second point, that while framing the body of the message, you have to stick to the vital information only. Means you have to write only the important, what is necessary, and keep the body message short and crisp. You have to keep the body message short and crisp. Avoid using long sentences. These are the tips to write a good message. These are the tips to write a good message. Then comes the sender. Once you are done with the body of the message, mention your name. Obviously, when your parents will return, they don't know who has written that message. So at the end of the message, you have to mention your name also. And always remember that enclose the message within a box. First, you have to make a box, then you have to write a heading, then you have to write a date on the left side in a complete form, and on the right side in front of the date you can write your time, and then comes the salutation, then comes the body, then your signature, means your sign, the name of the sender. Like here I'm having the pattern in this box. See, you are having this box, then you are having first word as a message, and mark my words again and again, don't write word message in small letters. You will not get marks of that. You will have to write message in a bold letters, capital letters and a bold one, so that it is clear for the receiver that here is a message for me. Then they are having 1st March, they are having this time 20, let me arrange it. I will, okay. Now we are going to type the date, 1st March 2020. Whatever you want to write. Then you have to write the time in front of the date, okay, on a same line. And in that case, you will be able to save your space here, this space in between. Then the designation, Mr. and Mrs. ABC, salutation, your salutation, like dear Papa or dear Mom, whatever it is. Then your body, then comes your body. And then comes your signature. And remember, if you are not provided with a fictitious name in your question, you no need to mention your own name in between your answer sheet. So you can use XYZ. Word limit. Now it is very important. The word limit of a message should not exceed more than 50 words. Message should be concise. Now the tips and tricks. Make sure to use the language that is suitable for the reader. More complex vocabulary in a message addressed to a child would lead to an ineffectiveness. Matlab simple, short and crisp message with a very simple language, use of language. Now stick to the word limit. You cannot exceed, and you cannot, since you cannot exceed, that doesn't mean you have to write an incomplete message. Mark my words again, bacha. We are telling you about the word limit, that is 50 words, but that doesn't mean the limit was short, so I leave my message incomplete. No, you have to complete your message in between the word limits, in between the word limit that is given there. So you have to choose your word. It means, word limit means you have to choose your words very wisely, that what in message writing, what to write is very important, but what not to write is more important. So don't include those informations which are not necessary at all. Do not add extra information. Message should be short and to the point. Plan before you pen. Yes, planning is very necessary. It is commonly seen in your answer sheet whenever you have to start your letter writing or notice or message, any writing. First, you start haphazardly, read the question paper's topic, and you start writing haphazardly. Then, after few lines, you realize that I could write better lines. So you just cut all those written lines. You just cross those lines, and you start writing again. So before doing anything on your answer sheet, not for your writing skills, but before framing your answers in a written form, first you have to plan in your mind that what I am going to write, from which word or which sentence I will start my answer, I will start my message, so that there is no space left for the unnecessary cuttings. So in order to avoid cuttings while writing the message writings, you can do one thing. You can note down the main points of the message on the last sheet in a rough work. No, whenever you have to do the rough work, you roughly write the points there, and you can add those points there. This also helps you in maintaining a sequence. This is a short trick, but a very useful one. Whenever you are having few points in your mind, jot down, and after that you will come to know that while writing, during your writing of the actual piece of writing, you will write in a sequential form. Make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy and spellings. Obviously they carry marks, so you cannot afford to do a grammatical error. We have already done that thing in the tenses, that how to remove the common errors of the present simple tense. So you have to correlate that learning in here, and you have to practically apply. Practically, now you had learned in your earlier classes the present simple tense, and now you have to practically apply that tense. If necessary, you have to practically apply in your writing, whatever you are writing, your answers, your questions, your essays, paragraphs, whatever it is, you have to apply the verbs there. Enclose the message within a box using a sharpened pencil. So make sure that whenever you write a message on a piece of a paper, you use scale and pencil in your exam sheet. Draw a very beautiful, nice, clean, straight lines box, rectangular box, and write beautifully the message, and with the proper space provided there. Use the box wisely. Do not use long sentences in the body of the message. Indirect or reported speech must be used. So these are the common journal instructions. Now here we come with the example. Hope the idea is clear to you. Question 1. You are Ramesh today you had the following conversation with Rajesh, a friend of your elder brother. Now, here one thing is very necessary. I have observed in my previous experiences with ninth class that while reading the question, you people never read. Most of the students never read question carefully, and they made a very common mistake that they don't know who is giving message for whom and who is leaving message for whom. Okay, so here the names and the position of the names, that here in this first example you are Ramesh, consider yourself as a Ramesh. Okay, मैं Ramesh हूँ, I am Ramesh. Today you had the following conversation with Rajesh, a friend of your elder brother. Means now you are talking to the friend of your elder brother whose name is Rajesh. Mark yourself. You can write in rough, me is equal to Ramesh, and there comes a second person, your brother. Okay, his friend, brother's friend Rajesh. So in this conversation there are three persons: you, your brother, and his friend. Now your brother has no role in this conversation. You are talking to your brother's friend. It means your brother's friend is leaving some message for your brother. Rajesh, hello. Rajesh says, hello, is it 991, whatever the number is? Ramesh said, who is Rajesh? Your brother's friend. He called and he greets, hello. Then you picked up the call as a Ramesh. Yes, I am Ramesh speaking. What can I do for you? Rajesh. Well, Ramesh, I am Rajesh. You know your brother's friend. Ramesh. Oh, I see. Well, brother is not now here. So can I help you? Rajesh. Could you please convey him that he should bring my practical book today in school as I need it in class today? Okay, that's fine. I'll do that, Ramesh said. Now, analyze the conversation. Always make it a habit of reading question paper twice, thrice, if not cleared. Carmel always provided you 15 minutes for the reading of your question paper. And that part of the examination where we provide 15 minutes to you for the reading purpose is very, very, very important, because until and unless you won't understand what is the demand of your question, you will not be able to write proper answer. Here you have to interpret that I am Ramesh and my brother's friend Rajesh called. My brother is out of house due to some reason, and Rajesh left one message for my brother. Now, who is the receiver of the message? Ramesh, me. Who is the giver of the message? Rajesh. And for whom the message was? It's for the brother. Receiver is Ramesh, giver is Rajesh, and for whom the message is given is your brother. These three things, receiver, giver, and for whom the message is delivered, these three persons are very necessary. If you find these three persons correctly, you will be able to write complete message. Now here is your solved example. Now here is your solved example. My students are quite naughty. They are annotating, so I'm going to disable your annotation so that you will not be able to annotate more. Okay, so please don't do this thing again. I will not spare you. As you are leaving for your school, now the conversation is over. Now the condition is, what is the need for writing a message? You can tell your friend, no? You can tell your brother that, Bhaiya, there is a call for you. But no, as you are leaving for your school, write a message for your brother in about 50 words. Put your message in a box. Now the condition is that you have to leave for your school. You have to leave for your school. Okay. So here is the pattern of the message. First you had written the date. I will change the date to May because it's a May month. 16 May. I will write the day. 16 May 2020. Okay, 16 May 2020. 16 May 2020, and here is your time in front of the date. Now you have to write the salutation. AM. Now the dear brother, Rajesh called in your absence. He wants you to bring his practical book to school today. He said is urgent. He said it is urgent. He said it is urgent as he needs it. Rajesh called in your absence. He wants you to bring his practical notebook, and he said that it is very urgent. So here he at the end he just write his name. Few of you have commonly made a mistake of writing in the end that I have to go to school, that is why I am leaving the message. This is completely wrong. You have to make your message so short. Message, date, time, dear brother, the salutation, and the message only. Please don't write anything else apart from that, and at the end you have to write your name. So here we are having, here I'm going to unmute you all so that you will be able to sort out your queries. Please mute yourself from that side. So please, here is the practice example for you. You are Rohit. Today morning, you received a call from Joseph, your father's friend. Your father was on his morning walk. Mr. Joseph asked you to please convey your father that he was in fever. He is not in position to go to the office today. He has asked your father to inform the managing director about it. So who is the receiver in case? In this case, Rohit. Rohit is the receiver. And who is the giver of the message? Mr. Joseph. And for whom the message is delivered? Your father. So in the next practice exercise, we are having a telephonic conversation between Rehana and Rosie. Rosie, yes, please, who is there? Rosie, I am Rosie, a friend of Roma. Now here it is, first two lines will tell you who is who. Like Rosie is the giver, Rehana is the receiver, and the message is for Roma. And you have to plan that message accordingly. So here are, I have given you many solved exercises, and after that I have given you 2 practice questions. So practice at the end. I will provide you with the material. So here I'm going to stop share. I'm going to stop share. Hope the chapter is clear to you. I wish a very good luck to you all, so that you will be able to write your answers very perfectly in your examination sheets. God bless you all. We have running short of time. If you want to ask anything, anybody can ask. Ishpreet was texting in between. Ma'am, your voice is not clear. It is buffering. Maybe it's a issue of your connectivity, Ishpreet. Anybody wants to ask anything? Please. Divya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, idea is clear to you about the message writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Marisha,
Yes, ma'am.
what have you learned today? The overall overview of the writing?
Ma'am, the points to write a message.
The points to write a message. Prachi Rajput, are you here? Prachi Rajput?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Prachi, tell me, what are the basic points we have to keep in our mind when we have to frame a message?
Ma'am, we have not to exceed more than 50 words.
Yes. Lavanya Sharma? Prachi, your voice is buffering. Lavanya Sharma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, which points you will keep in your minds while writing a message?
Ma'am, that the lines should not be long
Yes, good.
and it should be brief.
Yes,
The
nice.
message should be clear so that the other person should understand the language
Okay, Garima Bedi,
and they
Garima,
Yes, ma'am.
you want to add on something? Okay, Janveen, please tell me that what are the points of format of the message writing? First, we have to write. Janveen, Kritika Sharma.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. First of all, we have to write.
Ma'am, the heading.
Heading, what was that?
Ma'am, message.
Okay, message. Then what next?
Ma'am, date.
Okay, then.
Ma'am, time.
Okay, good. Very nice. After that,
Ma'am, solutions.
salutation. Salutation means designation. जैसे आप
Okay, ma'am.
you like you write respected ma'am, respected sir while writing your that portion is known as salutation. Then what next?
Ma'am, body.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am, then the sender.
Good. Very nice. Very nice. Hope the session is useful for you. Use the material
Yes.
provided to you. Okay. God bless you all. I'm going to end the meeting. If you have any problem, you can contact me anytime. Love you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay happy, stay safe, stay home.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am.
Goodbye. Goodbye.